The working mother. She spends hours a day making money for her family and then going home to take care of her children. But what happens when a working mother is preparing to have a child, is not able to balance her occupation with the needs of an infant, and must take maternity leave? Should any mother have to do this?
The United States is the only developed country in the world that does not provide paid maternity leave. Countries such as France and Spain offer 16 weeks paid maternity leave. Italy offers 22, and our neighbor Canada offers 50 whole weeks off to care for newborns.
The International Labor Organization calls for a minimum of 14 weeks of paid maternity leave for new parents. Among countries in the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, the average length is 18 weeks, while the average length within the European Union is 21.8 weeks.
With only 12% of private sector workers having access to paid maternity leave, only 33% of new mothers cannot afford to take time off of work after childbirth. This leaves underprivileged mothers with having to hire a nanny to keep working or quit their job and find alternative sources for income.
A study in the Scandinavian Journal of Health published in 2017 has shown that the length of maternity leave is directly and significantly correlated with the morbidity and mortality of fetuses and babies. Less maternity leave has been associated with higher preterm rates, and babies are more likely to die if their mothers are not on maternity leave before and after the birth. The Federal Family and Medical Leave Act, or FMLA, signed in 1993, grants 12 weeks of unpaid leave for workers for serious events in their lives, such as childbirth. However, one must qualify for this program, and it does not provide a source of income for the mother. Also, the program only applies to companies with more than 50 employees. This act only helps a small handful of mothers across the country.
California, Rhode Island, New York, Massachusetts, and New Jersey are the only states that have passed maternity leave laws. However, they each only allow for 6 weeks partially paid maternity leave. The other 6 weeks are not paid for. This may be a step in the right direction, but it still isn't offering much to new mothers.
Although some women may get short amounts of maternity leave, the label that a mother has in a workplace can truly affect their income. A study done in 2007 by Shelley Correll involved sending in hundreds of fake resumes to see what employers think of men and women. These resumes were identical, but were varied by stating if the man or woman was part of a parent-teacher association, suggesting that they had a child.
Men are seen as more responsible and therefore paid more after having a child, while women are the opposite. Employers think mothers are more distracted and less productive with each child, resulting in a decrease of pay or even no paid maternity leave at all. This can also be quite damaging on single mothers without a male figure in the relationship.
Mothers are working more just to break even with the amount the fathers are getting paid. It typically takes working mothers 6 extra months to be paid what working fathers are paid in just 1 year.
So, what can you do to help mothers in America to get maternity leave?
To help the fight to get paid maternity leave, the steps are simple. 1. Stay educated on the issue. 2. Write to your congressional representative. 3. Donate to maternity leave support groups. And 4. Sign or start a petition. Doing these things will help the momentum of the movement to allow mothers of America to care for their babies, aka the future of America, without worrying about where their next paycheck is going to come from.
The most current bill introduced in Congress was the Federal Employees Paid Parental Leave Act, proposed in February 2017. This bill allows that 6 of the 12 unpaid weeks the federal employee parent receives would become paid leave. It has not moved past the House as of today, but hopefully with enough people behind this issue, the movement can keep going forward, and one day mothers will get the time and payment they deserve for working as hard as they do.